We're halfway through the year and we've enjoyed thrilling action in the Donaldson Cross Country Championship. Let's recap the thrills, spills and drama from the season so far, from around the country and beyond. This year, the SP class was split into two categories, Class S and T. Class S for vehicles with an engine capacity of 4,000 cc or less with solid axle rear suspension, and Class T for models with a capacity of 4,000 cc or more with independent or solid axle rear suspension. In Class T, all eyes have been on Anthony Taylor and Dennis Murphy from Castrol Toyota, and the defending champions have not disappointed. The Horns, Johan and Vanna from Malalan Toyota in their rookie year in Class T, having made the step up from Class D, enjoying a dream start to the season. Manfred Schroeder, former Class D and E champ, standing in for the injured Chris Visser, and Jaapie Badenhorst in the Atlas Copco Ford Ranger have two podiums to their credit, holding on to third place. A solid performance considering Schroeder's not raced nationally for a number of seasons. Castrol Toyota's talented Leroy Poult and Rob Howie may not have won a race, but they've captured 3 second-place finishes. Not bad for Poulter, making his debut this year. Reigning independent production vehicle champs Gary Berthold and Siegfried Rousseau made the move to the Atlas Copco Ford Racing team. Their best finish was second at the Toyota Dealer 450. Johan van Staden and Mike Lawrenson in the Atlas Copco Nissan have managed one podium so far, third place in the Nkomazi 450. Region Racing's Terence Marsh has taken over the driving duties in the Imperial Auto Celeb Challenge. So while he has a different, albeit well-known nav every event, his primary focus is on achieving the best possible result. Region Racing teammates Michael Whitehouse and George Myberg started the season in their all-new Nissan Navara. That was with a DNF. Their best placing was at Mpumalanga, where they finished fourth. Reigning Class D champs Jason Fenter and Vincent van Alleman in the 4x4 Megaworld Toyota Hilux are another team that have made the step up in class. Rounding off the top 10, Henny de Klerk and Johan Smallberg in the Treasury 1 BMW X3. They've enjoyed a mixed bag of results, with reliability hampering their performance. After an impressive 2013 mid-season debut, quad biker Sorrel van Biljon with Philip Hasselman is experiencing his second season in the championship. A dream performance in their home race, the RFS 450 in Harrismith, provided Kobus van Tonde and Freddie Creel in the Unifreight Ford Ranger with the confidence booster they needed. Following a disastrous 2013, Christian Deploy and Henk Janssen van Vieren in the new RFS Ford Ranger are hoping Lady Luck will be on their side. But it's Castrol Toyota's Taylor and Murphy that lead the way.
I think we've done a sterling job. We've got a great team behind us with Hall Speed, and the Castrol Toyota is just unbelievably good, and at every event that we go to, it's just better than what it was the last time we drove it.
So 27 points separate the leaders from the Horns, Johan and Vanna, while Schroeder and Badenhorst are in third place, 29 points off the pace. The new Class S has proved very popular and extremely competitive. It's been an excellent run for Loader Brain and Rian Quailing in the Rubicon Ford Ranger Diesel. Solid determination and gutsy performances have seen them on podium each and every time. Dion Fenton and Ian Palmer from 4x4 Megaworld have had 2 class wins, but mechanical problems dropped them in the standings. After missing an event earlier in the season, former champs Yanni Visser and Joks LaRue in the Rubicon Racing Toyota Hilux bagged a full house of 50 in Botswana. Peter Ruthven and Hansi Reed in another Rubicon Racing Toyota won the opening race of the season in Harrismith. Others to watch in Class S include Archie Rutherford, who's enjoying life with a regular navigator these days in Gerard Skitter. That's in their Region Racing Nissan Navara. Also keep an eye out for siblings Jacques and Lizelle van Tonde. They're in their Unifreight Ford Ranger. Battling hard in their Toyota Hilux, Hein Strumpfer and Henry Hiku. The gentle giant Luke Boert and his highly experienced navigator Andre Vermeulen from Force Fuel. Donaldson Cross Country competitors were put under early pressure with the RFS 450, the Toyota Dealer 450 in Harrismith, and the Toyota Kalahari Botswana 1000 Desert Race, breaking new ground. But there's plenty of quality in Class S, and some competitive racing is a foregone conclusion. So 87 points for De Bruyn and Quailing, 22 clear of Fenter and Palmer, while Visser and LaRue are in third place. The RFS 450 broke new ground in that it featured a round of Northern Regions and KwaZulu-Natal Championships. For the first time, they shared the stage with the Donaldson Cross Country Championship. Stalwart Giel Nel and co-driver Fadi Petersen enjoyed a very impressive 2013.
A new year and a new championship.
Yes, and it didn't start very well for us in Lichtenburg. We hit some of those rocks in the grass and we couldn't finish. But last year we had the same thing, but now we had our non-finish on our flat wheel for this year. So from now on it will be better. Should be anyway.
The race also featured one of the legends on the SA motorsport scene, Wolf Peter Fumfai.
How many years have you been racing for? Would you hazard a guess?
Since 1973. That means 41 years.
And tell us about the car.
I built my own cars. This is number 17 from 23. The car is in the meantime 15 years old. But I upgraded over the years and it's still competitive.
Tweaks, checkups and final fixes were the order of the morning, but one man who looked fairly relaxed was Dirk Pitter.
How's it been going so far?
Well, we've had a few grown-up problems this year after we have rebuilt the bakkie a little bit. We sorted it out on Lichtenburg very well. We've got some points there in the bag and we're looking forward to get some more today.
First off, the KZN regional competitors with Reg Sutton starting things off. Coming home in first place, Clint Gibson and Gary Campbell from Dirt Sport Components. The pair no strangers to the Donaldson Cross Country Championship and showing the experience with an exceptional race. Arthur Barnes and Anthony Asher, who compete in both the KZN and Donaldson Cross Country Championships, came home in second place. Rounding off the top three, reigning KwaZulu-Natal champions Reg Sutton and Warren Bieneke. There's Zarko Magnum finishing in just over 2.5 hours. The first Class B competitor to reach the finish, Rob Spencer and Kevin Turon, and there's Zarko Light. The pair put in a time of 2 hours, 39 minutes and 36 seconds. They were just under 8 minutes off Sutton and Bieneke. The first Class C in the mix, Gareth Woolridge and Simon Harrison, will also compete in Class G in the National Championship, proving to be right at home behind the wheel of their Polaris Razor. The first female competitor through, navigator Lauren Lee Carter alongside father Ricky, 6th place for the pair in their Zarko Light. Carl van der Merwe and Mark Olivier were the last pair to complete the race in less than 3 hours, their Aceco taking them to 7th. In 8th position, going solo in a Mighty Mag, Bryant Meyer. Ian McLean with Lucas van Dort beside him in their Zarko Light, and together they managed to finish in 9th place. Another man doing things by himself, Ralph Voigt, bringing the Mighty Mag home in 10th with what looks like seriously damaged front suspension. From one Voigt to another, Andre 2 opting to do the single thing in a Mighty Mag, he finished in 11th position. The last competitor who managed to make it to the flag, Roger Curran Jr., 12th place for him, and another big fan of the Mighty Mag, but the spoils went to Gibson and Campbell from Dirt Sports Components.
We had a good day. Quite surprised to come through first on the regionals. We had some ailments. We had some obviously braking issues, and we broke a back spring. But we seemed to pull it off.
How did your nav do?
Always good, eh? Yeah, he was on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and I'm glad to have him in the car with me this year, and I think we'll have a good season.
Excellent racing from the pair, finishing over 2 minutes ahead of Barnes and Asher, while Sutton and Bieneke finished off the podium. Moving on to the Northern Regions Championship with Tony Gouveia and Danny van Biljon starting off proceedings. They may have started things off, but leading from the front, Frikkie Botha and Koos Visser in their bat spec 3. Back with Gouveia and van Biljon, their bat spec 0, taking them to second place. Reigning Donaldson National Series champs Dirk Pitter and Koos Claessens in a Ford Ranger scored their second regional win of the season in the production vehicle category. The man who's been around the cross-country championship for many years, former champion Giel Nel and Fadi Petersen, were third in Class P, and there, Zarko Tragi. Hot on their heels, the couple that finished fourth in class, Lawrence and Corinne Boyson, doing so in their Bat Spec 4. Second in production vehicles, Dierwald Hatting and Dup Dupree, finishing just over a minute over 3 hours in their Toyota Hilux. You can't miss the Sandmaster of Martinus Leroux and Gustav Pienaar. Unfortunately, they failed to make it to the finish. It was a different story for the race car of Gerard van der Linde and Chox Engelbrecht. They finished in Class P in 5th position. Coming home second in Class E, Rob Reed and Bodo Schwegler in the aging Mitsubishi Pajero. This vehicle was campaigned by Neil Woolridge and Kenny Schalthammer in the mid-90s. Andre Fourie and Hendrikus Pienaar captured 6th in class, a great result for the pair in their Zarko Light. The first Class B driver to find the finish, the man we heard from earlier, Wolf Peter Fumfai and his home-built WPP. These nifty little vehicles are restricted to two-wheel drive with an engine capacity of no more than 2050 cc. The only other Class B competitors to make it to the end, Arend Pretorius and Alexander Murison, 8th overall in their Sandmaster. The last of the production vehicles to reach the flag, Regan Austin and Warren Foss in their first year of racing, doing the business in their Toyota Hilux, but the celebrations belong to Frikkie Botha and Koos Visser in the special vehicle category.
No, it went well. We acquired the car about a month ago, so it's our first race in the car. Took it easier the first lap, and the second lap went a bit harder. It went well, no punctures, nothing, so yeah, you can't ask for more.
Great driving from the duo, finishing just over 10 minutes ahead of Gavea and Van Biljon, while Pitter and Claessens were third overall.